Sheriff Center, Kanoa Leahy next to Chris McLaughlin. C-Mac, take us through the Kaiser Permanente keys to the match.
Well, for the Matadors, CSUN basically will have its big block, 3 6-foot-plus blockers in every rotation. Getting 2 of those blockers up on Hawaii's smallish pin hitters will be their key. And for Hawaii, they've got to slice and dice. UH has 3 sub-6-foot outside hitters. They need to work the edges of the block and mix up shots to be successful.
Hawaii coming in 22-3 overall, nationally ranked 18th in the latest AVCA poll, 12-2 and in first place of the Big West Conference. Noreen Yosia gets us started. Savion Wagner with the roll shot for CSUN. It will be played back. Hana Helvig can't get it down. A good save in the back row by Kamalu Makekau Whitaker, one of the 5 seniors on the squad for the Matadors. Amber Ijidi with the spike. The return back to the net and placed down by Hana Helvig. So an extended opening point, but a point for Hawaii nonetheless, as the Hawaiian Financial FCU starting lineups scroll at the bottom of your screen. Hawaii coming off of a bye week. They've had some time to rest, but a big weekend for them on a number of fronts. As you'll see, it gets the serve in, forces the overpass, and Ijidi smacks it home. Quickly 2-0, Rainbow Wahine.
Hawaii starts off their favorite rotation, rotation 1, where the center is back right, and also that happens to be their most effective server.
Here it comes again from the senior Noreen. You'll see it down the line it went. Right side set, and that goes to Nicole Navarez, and she's able to get the point for the Matadors, who come in 12-15 overall. They are 7-8 in the Big West Conference, currently in 6th place. It has been an up and down year for Jeff Stork's squad. Started the season 0-5, started 0-3 in Big West Conference play as well, but they have been playing some better volleyball as of late, as Brooke Van Sickle up on springs is able to tool the block to get another Hawaii point. There's a look at Jeff Stork in his 18th season, the 2nd winningest coach in CSUN history.
What a resume he's got, too.
My goodness.
Gold medal winner in the Olympics. Won the Triple Crown when he was a player, played overseas as a professional. Been a part of NCAA championships at Pepperdine.
That's right.
He's done it all.
The out serve by Van Sickle. So here it comes now from the libero, Michaela Bradford. She's a good one certainly for the Matadors. Set goes outside to McKenna Ross. And Ross, who is coming off of a stellar performance against UC Riverside on the road a couple of weekends ago. 11 kills, 16 swings, error-free, hit 688 in that match against the Highlanders.
And the last time they played the Matadors, she had 14 kills in 32 tries.
I think you're going to have to credit her on that one as well. She was sort of splitting time above the net with Sky Williams, but Ross gets the put down, and it's quickly 5-2 Hawaii.
Rossi's really been playing some good volleyball this last 1/3 of the season.
A serve by Amber Ijidi getting a rare opportunity there. Block got a good touch. How about Ijidi taking on the setting responsibilities to Helvig? That's dug up by Makekau Whitaker to the net. And Sky Williams knows precisely what to do with it. Amber Ijidi, the all-around utility player on that sequence for Hawaii.
Amber Ijidi, she's been an ex libero or what? What's going on?
Making a case for next year's 6-2 setter system, as that one is pounded off the forearms by Lexi McLeod, 6'1" sophomore from Bakersfield, California. So Hawaii in first place of the Big West Conference, and so what that presents for them is an opportunity here. They have the ball on the 2-yard line. If they win a couple of matches here this week, then they seal the deal as the sole champions of the Big West Conference for the first time since 2016. Here's Ross. She comes swooping in, and she is looking sharp. And this team, at least off the jump here, C-Mac, looking pretty well rested.
Don't you think they look like they've got fresh arms and fresh legs and fresh minds?
That's right.
All their homework's done for the next 2 weeks because they know they got the NC2As coming up. I'm sure they worked ahead in their homework, don't you think, Kanoa? I know you used to do that.
Oh, yeah. The student part of student athlete comes first.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Served there by Bailey Choi. Hawaii with a chance here to play it back. Here's Ross from the outside pin. That one pinballed around. And swung over there by Taylor Orshoff. She sends it long, so another point for Hawaii. It's 8 serving 3, and you see the look of early concern here for Jeff Stork. A win tonight for Hawaii would at least guarantee a share of the Big West Conference title, and the only thing that would be left to figure out is who gets the automatic berth into the NCAA tournament, if that is how it were to finish. Good looking swing there by Orshoff, just a freshman from Riverside, California. Played 3 seasons of varsity volleyball at Martin Luther King High School in Riverside.
I watched her practice yesterday. She really looked sharp. Of all the attackers yesterday, she was the one I was most impressed with.
So 4 serving 8. Here's McLeod from behind the service line. Choi highballs it outside. Noreen Yosia, the setter-to-setter connection. As Yosia, who has just continued to be a double-double machine here for Hawaii. 60 career double-doubles now after posting a couple more in that last road trip. 16 double-doubles this season alone.
Amazing. And that's not even counting the leadership she's provided.
That's exactly right. Van Sickle, the solo stuff. And Hawaii gets to double figures here in set number 1.
Look, Van Sickle all by herself on the outside there. Goes up high and over.
Timeout Matadors. Welcome back. Let's go inside the numbers presented by Heineken. The number is 127. That's the career service aces for senior setter Noreen Yosia, 5th all time in the Hawaii record books, but fast approaching associate coach Angelica Ljungqvist, who is at 133. Noreen Yosia, the team leader with 36 service aces this season. 2nd in the Big West Conference. Hawaii up 6. And blocking a good piece of that swing by Navarez. Outside set goes to Van Sickle. Tried to go cross court, but missed it wide. Prior to that, C-Mac, Hawaii was hitting 667 here in the first frame.
4 for 4 and siding out as well. The side out percentage of 100.
That'll usually put you in a pretty positive position.
Yeah.
Hayden Warnock with the serve for CSUN, and that was a smackdown by Skylar Williams, averaging 1.9 kills per set. She is tops in the Big West Conference, hitting a fat 389 on the year.
Give credit to McKenna Ross for the perfect pass, which allowed that middle set to be made.
So 11 serving 5. Here's Rika Okino, redshirt junior, but will be among the group of seniors honored at the conclusion of tomorrow night's match, which just adds another layer to the emotion and the drama potentially this weekend for Hawaii. They're going to have a violation against the Rainbow Wahine. So that's going to be a point for the Matadors.
Number 8, Kamalu Makekau-Whitaker.
And so here comes Kamalu Makekau-Whitaker, 6-foot senior from Hilo, Hawaii, out of Kamehameha, Hawaii. The team leader in assists, also has 15 aces. Her family in the stands here tonight. In fact, they traveled from Hilo up to California for CSUN senior night last weekend as Van Sickle is stuffed near the pin. And that is a big block there formed between Nicole Navarez at 6'1" and Morgan Salone at 6'3", in fact listed at 6'4".
And there's Kalani Makekau-Whitaker cheering for CSUN.
Here's Igidi off the block. Going to be returned here by CSUN. Free chance here for the Bows. Leading by 4, it's Yosia from the backside. Rattled around, high ball bump set goes to Wagner on the left. The save there by Choi. Blind back bump set, Okino to Van Sickle, blocked back. And Hawaii somehow scrambles just to keep it alive. Some miscommunication, but it is going to be a double hit called against Hawaii. So a quick 3-point burst here by the Matadors to make things interesting.
It's a scrappy team. You know, they will not say die until the last ball drops, I'll tell you that.
Some of that sequence, though, self-inflicted on Hawaii's side. A little miscommunication there on that second touch. And they're out of system here. Van Sickle from off the net against a double block. That one saved along the back line by McLeod. Wagner off the hands and down. Point CSUN. The run continues. They're within a deuce.
Savion Wagner, also an accomplished beach player. Loves to play beach in the off days that Stork gives him days off. He says, "Coach, I want to go play some beach volleyball."
Here's Van Sickle. Oh, there were no blockers up. And she just saddles Makekau Whitaker with that one.
This is a punctuation mark to end CSUN's rally.
Van Sickle, 2.2 kills per set, hitting 224. Missed 3 matches due to injury, and she was missed, certainly. When she wasn't out there, gave them a huge spark here in what was a marathon match against UC Davis in this building as Amber Igidi puts up the wall, and Hawaii back up 4.
Good pass up to net to set that middle attacker for a quick set, but Amber Igidi's been so good pressing over the net, reading the setter's hands.
Wagner tried to put a little extra sauce on it. No touch up front. It goes long. And that's a point for Hawaii. Wagner looking back at Coach Stork asking for a challenge. He did not budge. It's 14-9.
Your ball's pretty high over the hands of the blockers.
Here is Yosia. She's serving it pretty hot here this evening so far. C-Mac, the touch over the net, good layout save. Helvig, Igidi, the quick set in the middle is dug up. They're gonna go right side, the swing by Navarez. Right there is Okino falling to her wallet. Van Sickle touches it deep, but McLeod is there to cover. Here's Wagner, big arm swing through the block, popped up by Helvig. But they're gonna say that Igidi went over the line under the net.
Let's watch to see if Amber Igidi, oh yeah, her legs definitely go under.
Yeah. Igidi fields that serve, and then she gets the set in the middle. How about that? Noreen Yosia, the senior to the freshman, and that is some senior courage on that set by Yosia.
Amber Igidi taking the pass, which most middle blockers won't do. She's also shown off her other skills of serving and setting tonight, becoming quite the complete player.
Wagner, that was a good-looking hit. And she goes cross-court into the deep corner. This is sophomore from Bountiful, Utah, a transfer from Rice. She played 1 year for the Owls in Houston. Averaged 2.5 kills per set as a true freshman. Tremendous athlete and a good get, certainly, for Jeff Stork. Hannah Helvig getting a good get on the set to the opposite pole, and oh boy, did she demolish that.
Beautiful back set by Noreen Yosia, running one way, back setting the other, catching the middle blocker off guard, giving Hannah Helvig a split block like she needs one.
Hawaii by a handful. Outside, the swing by McLeod, played up by Igidi. Just roaming that back line, C-Mac, and then it's Ross pounding it off of the fingers, up the block and out for another opposed point.
So what else is IG going to do?
It's amazing.
She's got a dig, she's got a set assist, she serves, she's got a block, she's got an attack. She's pretty much doing everything.
I think the only thing left is for her to operate the bazooka at some point here in this match. Oh, the block was up there by Sky Williams, and it's going to be a double hit called against CSUN. So the block working right now for Hawaii. They're getting their serves in, and that has contributed to building this 7-point advantage. Welcome back. The series record is sponsored by Aqua Aston Hospitality. Hawaii leads the all-time series with the Matadors 25-2. The last meeting was back on September 28th. In Northridge at the Matadome, and it was Hawaii winning in 4. CSUN 0-16 all-time in Honolulu, hoping to change that here, and that will help as Lexi McLeod gets just a little piece of that block. McLeod had a solid game in that aforementioned previous meeting, September 28th. 10 kills, hit 350, had 8 digs, couple of aces.
That was a tough match. Hawaii was coming off that road trip they took to Missouri and Baylor. That was at the back end of that trip, and it was a tough match they had at the Matadome. Very difficult match.
Hawaii has been looking so sharp and crisp here, and one of the very rare moments where it was a misfire between Yosia and Sky Williams.
I think we're going to see a little bit of that tonight. It's almost like the reset button. There's going to be little hiccups here and there.
Yeah, it's the other side of that rest coin, right? Rest versus rust. The long time debate as Van Sickle sends it home. And that's now a 3-point run here for CSUN. It was previously, when it was 18-11, the largest lead of the set for Hawaii. But the Matadors still looking to make a competition of this opening frame. The serve by Hannah Mergel. She's the other setter in the 6-2 system for the Matadors. But McKenna Ross restoring some order. She has now 5 kills, CMAC, on 7 attacks. She has yet to commit an error.
Once again, having another solid night, picking up right where she left off 2 weekends ago.
Yeah. One of the seniors. Going to be a special night tomorrow. Obviously, Hawaii looking to take care of business, if at all possible, tonight, and that would set up a chance on senior night tomorrow against Long Beach State to cap off a championship run in the conference and send out the seniors in victorious fashion as Ross continues to do work on that outside pin, plugs it through the block there. She's got 6 put downs, and then it would also give Hawaii the automatic berth into the tournament, and then it would be out of their hands, and it would be up to the RPI computers, and it would be up to the selection committee as to where they are placed and if they could possibly host in the first couple of rounds of the NCAA tournament. And how remarkable would that be? McLeod is dug up by Van Sickle. A perfect dig. Outside set Ross. The touch shot sniffed out by Mergel. It's a back bump set. It goes to Orshop. And that is returned to sender. Sky Williams saying, oh, no, you don't.
The roof signs are in the building. Watch Sky Williams get to the outside, goes straight up, presses over. Nice forming. Not a whole lot of fancy swing blocking. Just goes out, shuffles out to the side, gets up high.
McLeod, the dink. Williams tried to play it up. And then the chase down by both Ross and Okina comes up empty. So here is McLeod now to serve. CSUN coming in with a 5-6 record on the road here this season. Good pass there by Van Sickle on the money, and that allows them to run that middle. It goes Choi to Williams like clockwork.
See the difference Brooke Van Sickle makes? You know, it's really not on the score sheet we get. The kind of passing she does, the digs she makes, the high hand shots she makes when she's got a big block up against her. Such a valuable asset to this Hawaii team.
Good play off the block there by Choi. Van Sickle, that time with a little bit more heat on it. So Brooke Van Sickle, McKenna Ross, the 2 outside pin hitters for Hawaii. They have been effective for sure here so far in this first frame, C-Mac.
People would call them smallish outside hitters, but they're playing big tonight.
Ross serves it deep. Good pass there. Middle set, that goes to Warnock, dug up by Ross. That's set tight to the pin, and placing it down on Hawaii's side was Nicole Navarez.
How about Navarez's outing last time? You watch the dig here, keep the ball alive there. McKenna Ross. But Navarez, last outing had 58 swings against Hawaii.
Well, how about this? Kirsten Sibley getting some run here in this opening set. The senior, great write-up about her in the Honolulu Star Advertiser this morning. Here's Van Sickle. Pops up off the trampoline, but it's dug up. The swing by Navarez. Access denied. Sky Williams next to Kirsten Sibley.
You know, Sibley did a nice job of moving that block in. Watch her move to her left, making sure that sets things up nicely for Sky Williams.
So it is aloha ball here in set 1. Enrica Okino. The redshirt junior will be celebrated with the seniors tomorrow as she is graduating and moving on in her studies. With the serve, the one-hand save by Ross, but we're going to have a net violation called against Hawaii on the Navarez swing.
Igidi, I think, got tangled up in the twine. Rare blocking error from her.
But it remains aloha ball here for Hawaii, hitting 394 in this opening set compared to 121 now for CSUN. And here is Makikawa Whitaker. Born in Honolulu with the serve. The overpass is forced. And give that one to Wagner on the well-timed jump at the top of the tape.
And give an assist to Makikawa Whitaker for the solid floater that had no spin on it. Knuckleball that just dropped.
Still aloha ball. Pass by Ross, backside set Sibley. That one tickled the tape and then falls to the Terraplex. And it is the senior Kirsten Sibley who applies the punctuation mark to close that opening set. Hawaii takes it 25-18, and they jump in front of the Matadors here in the penultimate Big West match.
This presentation of Rainbow Wahine Volleyball
Versus Cal Poly. There are some scenarios that can shake out that would make things interesting, certainly if Hawaii doesn't win tonight. But yeah, a win tonight would guarantee them at least a share and put them in prime position. And then the real celebration could occur at the conclusion tomorrow if they can beat a Long Beach State team that's playing its best volleyball of the season right now.
Yeah, tomorrow night's going to be a real challenge for the Rainbow Wahine. Even though it's senior night, there's going to be a lot of emotion and adrenaline.
That was a laser beam from Noreen Yosia, but it will be returned. And CSUN able to manufacture the save. And then that time, Yosia makes sure.
Setter to setter, nice little audible call by Noreen Yosia, calling for a little bit tighter set behind the setter. Bailey Choi, here's it. There's the first shot that she hit down the line. They got dug. The second one, she hit cross court where she was tight to the back of the setter, Bailey Choi. Great set by Bailey Choi.
Yeah, that was a dome dig there by Michaela Bradford. That went off the noggin on that first swing by Yosia. 1-0 here in the second. Helvig got a piece of that block, and it's another point for Hawaii. They took set number one, 25-18. They are expecting a large crowd tomorrow night here at the Stan Sheriff Center, and already the University of Hawaii sending out traffic and parking alerts to try to encourage fans who are coming down here to get to the arena early. They're expecting a near capacity crowd. We were hearing some numbers being thrown out that there were a little over 1,000 tickets remaining. So it could be wild in here for sure on senior night. Yosia goes outside. The Van Sickle tried to push it down the line, but Makikawa Whitaker with the save. Here's Wagner, the big swing off the block, pinballed around, and it's going to be a Hawaii point. A double hit called against the Matadors. And quickly, Hawaii out to a 3-0 advantage here in the second.
Both sides played some pretty good volleyball there in that rally. Jeff Stork even clapped for it after that rally, even though his team lost it.
By the way, as far as tomorrow night goes, if you can come down early, that would help. Also, they are encouraging people to try to use the Wailai gate into the lower campus or utilize alternate lots on the upper campus. So something to keep in mind if you want to make your way down to the arena. It's going to be a packed house, it sounds like, and a very fitting atmosphere for senior night that could possibly include a conference title crowning.
You know, Kanoa, some people save themselves for Hawaii's infamous senior nights. Some people only come to one contest a year just to watch the hoopla that surrounds senior night. In a lot of Hawaii sports, but especially women's volleyball, you never know when a hula is going to break out.
You know tickets are at a premium when Kaleo Baxter, the assistant coach, is asking our crew for extra tickets for all of his friends and family members that want to come out to the match. As Hannah Helvig lays into that one. Give him Helvig indeed. She's got 4 put downs on 6 swings. Here's Van Sickle with the serve. And that's an ace. dare we say, some matador defense in serve receive for CSUN.
Ole.
And it's quickly 6-1, Rainbow Wahine.
I think you might need to explain to the fans who don't know what matador defense is. It's a basketball term, right?
I think it can apply in a number of different situations. How about another ace for Brooke Van Sickle?
Didn't you used to play matador defense?
That was the only defense I knew how to play. If I played college basketball, it would have been. Welcome back. Let's check out the First Hawaiian Bank top 3. Big West hitting percentage. And high above everybody is Sky Williams, 398. Josie O of UC Davis hitting 372. And Amber Aichidi, the other middle for Hawaii, hitting 359.
All the more reason for Hawaii to spend a lot of time in their passing, so the middles will always be in action.
Great dig there defensively for Hawaii, but they're unable to forge a transition offensively. And CSUN 2 serving 7 situation here in set number 2. Matadors prior to that swing hitting -200. That gets them back to triple zeros here in set number 2 as Amber Aichidi plugs it past that block. Such a heavy-handed swing for the freshman from Baton Rouge.
I think heavy-handed is a great way to describe it because she's got 2 blockers up on her. You know, Hawaii didn't fool anybody with that. They know people are going to go to Aichidi and Williams a lot, given their high kill percentage. But even when 2 blockers go up, those 2 find a way to put the ball down.
Wagner, the dink. Williams popped it up, sliding in was Van Sickle, and then Ross threw the block and down. That was some vintage Rainbow Wahine stuff right there.
The tip shot, it looks like Kyra Hanawahine was there to pop it up. Instead, the block reached back and popped it up.
A brilliant bump set there by Van Sickle as she was sliding on her knees. Swing by Navarez goes wide of the floor, and Hawaii opens up an 8-point gap here in set number 2.
So Jeff Stork's got 4 sophomores who are really good. They all play a lot, and they're going to be very good next year.
The dig there by Yosia on the swing by Warnock. Right side, it's Helvig, a little tight to the net. It's Williams keeping it alive for Hawaii. Little patty cake at the net, and now Helvig getting a full swing on it. That's dug up. Wagner going over the shoulder on the swing. Right there is Hanawahine. High ball outside. It's Ross, cross court and wide. And a point for the Matadors. And that's the first hitting error of this second set for the Rainbow Wahine, and the first hitting error of the match for McKenna Ross.
She's played pretty flawlessly tonight, to be sure. 4 digs as well. She's been in on a block.
Anna Mergel, one of the aforementioned sophomores from Bakersfield, California. Back row set, it's Van Sickle blocked back. She gets her own ricochet. Here's Helvig. And that one short hops right in front of Navarez. Thoughts on Hannah Helvig from the opposite position, Seaman?
You know, I think she's comfortable over there. As she said in the pregame show, people were starting to load up me on the left. She was carrying such a heavy load once Jolie Rasmussen went down, and Van Sickle went down, and then pretty soon she felt like every set had to go to her, and she was becoming predictable on the left. Now, being on the right, I think she likes it over there, and I think she likes blocking the other team's best outside hitter as well.
Way out save attempt by Choi for not as Warnock gets the kill. What does it do as far as the balance of the Hawaii attack up front?
I think what's happening is you'll see that the set distribution is much different. It's not always the bailout to Hannah on the left. Bailey Choi and Noreen Yosia are really moving the ball around to everybody, giving everybody a chance.
Sky Williams handling the serve receive responsibilities and then handling the smash on the middle set by Choi.
Well, it's a smart idea by CSUN to serve short, serve the middles, make them pass the ball. They're not known to be like terrific passers, but so far Amber and Sky have done a pretty good job tonight.
Hawaii hitting 408 for the match, 400 here in set 2, and the dig there by Choi on the Navarez swing. Back row, it's Ross, pulled the string. Got it just over the extended reach of that triple block.
Everything Rossi's touching tonight seems to turn to gold. Yet another kill, her 8th of the night. She's hitting .583.
Rossi beastin' here in this penultimate regular season match for the Rainbow Wahine. Navarez, big windup there by the double block. That's a dig there by Bailey Choi, and then two-handed over by Van Sickle. Navarez, the block was late, popped up by Ross. Okino in the Hawaii bench centers it, and it'll be returned. Free chance here for the Matadors. Mergel goes backside, Orshoff off the block and out. Scramble play on both sides.
Solid swing by Orshoff that time against a well-formed block. Orshoff just tooled the edge of the block, got the kill.
Orshoff, who was also recruited by Long Beach State, who will be on the floor tomorrow against Hawaii. UC Davis, another team trying to get in on her recruitment. Another tip shot drops for the Rainbow Wahine. That time it's Noreen Yosia.
If too many more tip drops, tips start dropping, watch for the CSUN defense start edging up, and then the Hawaii players will start unloading and not tipping anymore.
6 players with at least 3 kills already in this match for Hawaii, led by McKenna Ross's 8. Navarez, oh, that's set too far beyond the pin, and she couldn't do anything with it. And it's a point for the Rainbow Wahine. They are first to 15 here in set number 2. Largest lead of this match for the Bows. And here is Okino, a civil engineering major, scheduled to graduate here this upcoming semester as Salone, Morgan Salone, a senior from Eastvale, California. Climbing some of the career record charts for the Matadors. 10th all-time at CSUN with 50 solo blocks in her career. Blocking has always been a natural ability of hers. At 6'4", good anticipatory skills. But it's hard to anticipate Brooke Van Sickle doing that. I mean, just launches off of the Terraflex and pulverizes that nectar set.
Looks like Kirsten Sibley's going to get another shot in the front row here.
And it is Yosia back to serve. 16 serving 6 here in set 2. Good pass there by Navarez. Cross-court set, Wagner off the block, kept alive by Okino. Middle set, it's Aijiri. She's cooking right now. Louisiana fast. Timeout Matadors. Hawaii by 11 here at the SSC. Always with the broad smile. HMSA's dental plan is all about winning smiles. Plenty of reason for Hawaii to be flashing the pearly whites here, up 11 in set number 2. Already up 1-0 after a 25-18 decision in the first frame. And here is Noreen Yosia with the serve, and it is an ace. Give her 37 on the year. She is now 5 behind Angelica Ljungqvist for 4th place on the UH Career Aces list. That was another laser beam serve. A good return there, though, by CSUN. Scramble play here for Hawaii results in a free chance for the Matadors. High and away it goes to Wagner, and she hits the pin. So another point for Hawaii. As we take a look at Noreen Yosia flashing the D to keep that sequence alive, C-Mac.
That's been an improvement for Noreen. I've seen her get better and better. She was more of a stand-up digger before. Now she's much more friendly with the floor.
Save there by Yosia. Here's Sibley with the swing. Goes off the fingertips. Diving save there, McLeod. From off the net, Wagner is blocked. Navarez sets up McLeod from the back row. Ross the dig along the back line. Igidi in the middle. Give another kill to Amber. 5 kills, error-free for Amber Igidi.
Well, that dynamic duo in the middle of middle blockers, Sky and Amber, is becoming more and more impressive as each match goes by.
9 kills between them, 1 hitting error between them here so far in this match. Right side, it's Navarez through the block and down. That one went right through the hands of Brooke Van Sickle.
Solid swing by Navarez that time. She's powered it through. She's been the number 2 go-to player 14 times. She's been in double digits for kills.
Sibley with the pass. She'll get the set on the outside. And Kirsten crushes it. And that got the bench worked up.
Well, she's very popular, Camilla. Very popular. We know how hard she's worked for 4 years. Hasn't seen much playing time. In any other program, she might have been a starter, playing a lot. Instead, she comes to the Hawaii program filled with stars ahead of her. And she did nothing but have a positive attitude and keep working hard every single day.
Going off the block and out is Wagner. Yeah, that really is, I think, the epitome of a player who accepted her role on the team as being someone who wasn't going to be an everyday, every week starter, but still put in the work. She aspires to be in the field of sports journalism or broadcasting at some point, which does not make us feel very good about our job security.
Very secure, right?
And she's going to get another one there as Wagner hits it into the scoreboard above. So good to see Kirsten, certainly. From Lafayette, California, Campolindo High School in Moraga. Janelle Gong, her teammate, also an alum there. Of course, the Worsley brothers for the UH men's team, hailing from that high school. As Wagner goes through the block and down. In and back to serve is Hannah Merchant. 9 serving 22. She serves Hana Wahine, who handles the pass. It's Sibley from the opposite position. And a great dig there by Bradford. And then blasting her off the block and down is Lexi McLeod.
Give a lot of credit that time to Michaela Bradford. She hung in there. Sibley just unloaded down the line, and Bradford popped it right up. Great play.
Yeah, Sibley taking some big cracks at it, but that time Bradford, who's 4th in the Big West Conference in digs, has a Big West Defensive Player of the Week honor under her belt. Conjured up the save. Sky Williams able to put that one down without a save.
I think what's been a big difference tonight, Hawaii's passing has been so good. They've really gotten their middles involved early on in the offense, which opens up the pins for people like her. Kirsten Sibley, happiness all around for the senior.
Here is Bailey Choi with the serve. CSUN goes middle, and that Sky Williams almost came up with the solo stuff on Warnock. But it landed OB, and it's a point for CSUN. McLeod, 11 serving 23 into the net, and it's going to be a Aloha ball for Hawaii here in set number 2. And that will bring in Janelle Gong. We mentioned also from Campolindo High School in Moraga, and she is in and back to serve. The ovation also given to McKenna Ross as she makes her way back to the Hawaii bench. And Gong serving for the set. Outside, Navarez didn't get all of it, got enough of it. Kind of a paintbrush kill there for the outside hitter.
A little bit of backspin on that one. Still goes down as a K. No pictures in the program.
Navarez, the daughter of two parents who both attended CSUN. And she's also planning on majoring in my former field of expertise, cell and molecular biology.
Yeah, I remember you did that. That comes up quite often.
Here's Van Sickle up the ladder and down the chute it goes. And set 2 is in the books. The Rainbow Wahine take it 25-12, and they'll have an opportunity here in the penultimate Big West match for the Bows to crack open the broom closet. Here went 25-12 in the second frame, and here's the serve by Yosia. It's a good one. Pass by Navarez on the money. And Wagner from the outside through the block, saved on one knee by Noreen. Here's Helvig against a double block. That one popped up by Bradford off the ricochet. Wagner, tight to the net, is blocked back. Bradford centers it, and it'll be returned. Hawaii with the advantage. They go middle to Igidi, and she drops the hammer.
Once again, Amber Igidi showing all of her volleyball skills. Passed the ball up that time. You're getting the 1, 2, 3, and down. Amber, the hammer.
I mean, Hawaii just dominating the top of the tape there on that sequence. Impenetrable on the block, and then once it was returned, it was Igidi laying it down. Crowd quiets here for Noreen, and she sends it just long.
Actually, she took a little bit off that serve and it went out. She's trying to keep it in. Her first serve, though, she just lit it up. She's got so many speeds and such diversity. She can also serve from the left side of the court, the middle, and the right, making her, I think, Hawaii's most dangerous server.
And here she is with the behind-the-head middle set to Igidi. It's dug up. Wagner taking something off the save there by Yosia. Ross from the back row, as if she rappelled in from the ceiling, was able to find that deep corner.
Normally, it's the setters that will set the back row attack. Not so with this Hawaii attack. Rico Aquino also able to set the back row.
I mean, timing is everything, and it certainly feels like McKenna Ross is picking just about the best time of the season and maybe the best time in her career to play some of her best volleyball. Navarez, make that McLeod off the block, kept alive there by Van Sickle. Here's Ross again. Oh, that one caught just a piece of the pin. And a point for the Matadors. We're knotted up at 2 apiece.
I think Ross had the right idea, but the block was really lined up on her, so her best shot was to go down the line or try to tool the edge of the block. She just got a piece of the antenna along with it.
And obviously, as that serve goes into the net, McKenna Ross and her elevation of her game on a more consistent level, coinciding so well with the fact that Hawaii's still without Jolie Rasmussen, an injury to her ankle that continues to linger here. And now we're getting into that point in the season where the question becomes, will we even see Jolie Rasmussen again, as Amber Igidi, C-Mac, just adding to the legend here tonight.
Where did this come from? She hasn't served all year. All of a sudden now she's bringing out the BBs. There's another one.
Outside, that's McLeod. That was an out ball played by Yosia. The save by Van Sickle was brilliant. CSUN coming back the other way. It's Wagner, blocked. Henry. Rossi next to Sky. And they say, ole. Hawaii up 3.
Rossi having some kind of a night. Simple little slide block to the outside, nothing fancy. Igidi, another tough serve.
Tough shot there by Salone. Igidi, the bump set to Ross. Through the block, diving layout, save in the back row, and it's not going to be returned.
Give the assist to Amber Igidi again.
I mean, this has been mind-blowing, what we have seen from the freshman middle out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
She's been teasing us all year, you know. She's been playing us.
Give her the libero jersey. McLeod, and that one catches that corner, and Amber Igidi flashes a look to Robin Amo like, all right, I've done some things here tonight, but that one was asking a little bit too much of anybody.
Good shot by McLeod, though. She took a good swing at her dad. Rick played for the Rams, Seahawks, Texas A&M, and UW. She's got some athletic genes going on.
Yeah, how about her mom was a sprinter at Cal State Bakersfield?
Yep.
As the serve goes long. So you're right. Some good genes there in the McLeod family. And here comes Bailey Choi in the back to serve. Well, senior night is an opportunity, and it will come tomorrow, to sort of look back at the careers and the development of this collection of veterans for Hawaii that will be celebrated tomorrow. But it's also a chance to kind of start thinking about the future, right? I mean, it's a symbolic aloha as Sky Williams puts up the wall, says talk to the hands. And another solo stuff here for the Rainbow Wahine.
I will say this, not only is there motivation for senior night for the seniors tomorrow night and the whole team, but there's a lot of motivation to want to host potentially the first 2 rounds of the NC2A.
So there's a chance, and you would hope that it'll be a symbolic aloha, but only symbolic, as Hawaii may have more home games in front of them yet in the national postseason, as that one's going to be a miss hit called against Bailey Choi. But thinking about the future, Hawaii did make a couple of signings here this week in the recruiting game. They will lose their 2 senior setters at the end of the season in Noreen Yosia and Bailey Choi. They are bringing in a setter from Keller High School in Texas, Kate Lang, and also Anna Karai, a middle hitter from Hungary. As we saw a couple of middles battle at the top of the tape there. Sky Williams denied by Morgan Salone. That's yet another solo stuff for Salone as she continues to climb the charts in that category. But what do you think about the signings for Hawaii here this week?
I like the signings. Obviously, they've got to get a setter in, but and Keller's credentials are pretty darn good. And Hawaii recruited her away, I think, from Texas. You know, there's a good player in Texas, especially if it's a good setter in Texas. University of Texas is usually going to get that player, or Texas A&M will get them. Instead, Hawaii can draw players from long distance.
All right, so we're going to get a challenge here. CSUN challenging. They're going to challenge the touch call on that last play.
This is the hardest one to find on the camera.
So the call was that there was a touch. The challenge is to reverse that call and say that there was not a touch.
See the fingers bend back there. A little pinky maybe. Really hard to tell.
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine on this one.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell from that angle for sure.
And of course, having to meet the standard to which you can reverse a call adds the all-important layer there.
So there's the 2 people who know it was a touch or not, Noreen Yosia right there, and Nicole Navarez. Those are really the only 2 people who know that. In volleyball, when you're at the net, the hitter and the blocker both know whether or not there's a touch.
That's right.
And Noreen, I know, immediately celebrated like, yeah, I got a touch there. I tooled the outside block. So you got to think Noreen knew what she was doing, but no change in the call.
So the call stands. Dixon Chun made a signal that the ball was in, but the challenge was about the touch, and so he didn't make the touch signal. And I think Jeff Stork may be asking for some clarification and maybe vent a little extra frustration at the same time.
When Dixon Chun brings his hand to his chest like that, that means that the call stands. So he doesn't necessarily have to do touch or no touch, but if he just puts his hand to his chest, that means call stands.
Not enough there, perhaps, to overturn it. And so we play on Hawaii by 4, and Navarez with the set a little bit behind her. Sends it long, and Hawaii up a handful here. 10 serving 5 in third. And here is McKenna Ross. CSUN way out of system, and they're not even going to be able to forge a return, so that's another point for the Rainbow Wahine. And the Matadors just not able to find any traction here to this point here this evening.
I think Hawaii's winning the serve pass game right now. Jeff Stork's got to be concerned that too many of the passes are at the 10-foot line or somewhere where they're putting his team out of system, not able to run the middle. Well, that's a pretty good pass right there.
And that's going to be a kill for Navarez. Good transition there for CSUN.
Well, what a different match than the match that took place in September in Hawaii after that road trip. They played Missouri and Baylor, had 4 days, and they had to play CSUN and then Long Beach State. Kenny Ross only took an out ball.
Yeah, looked like it was going to sail along. In fact, Okino made the out call, was played anyway. Here's Navarez from the opposite position. Played off the net by Yosia after the Ross dig and sent over. They go the other way now, and that one hit long by Miranda Poole. They wanted a touch, no touch call coming. And another point for the Rainbow Wahine. Amber Igidi back into the match, and Okino behind the line to serve. Floats it into the back row. Right side, the touch shot by Poole, blocked back. Sent over, bodies hitting the deck. Hawaii has to scramble to get it back to CSUN side. Outside is Navarez! Off the Yosia block and out. Yosia thought she had a solo deal for a moment, but it just missed beyond that sideline.
Good swing by Nicole Navarez. So this match is so much different than last time. Last time, Navarez hit 58 balls in a long four-setter. Tonight, Hawaii was playing like they were double parked.
Yep.
And got through those first two sets in a hurry. And tonight, Navarez has only swung 14 times.
Malumake Kyle-Whitaker once again with the serve. Now she sets backside to Navarez, and she gets the kill. So a good sequence there. Malumake Kyle-Whitaker, we mentioned, out of Kamehameha, Hawaii. Won 3 BIIF titles in high school, also swam and ran track, put that set on the money there. Talked about her family being in the house. Both her parents, UH alums. In fact, Dad, Kalani Whitaker, a former UH hoopster. Played alongside Spectrum's own Kavika Hallams. As Igidi clobbers that set.
Jeff Stork had such praise for Kyle Whitaker before the game. He talked about her growth for 4 years at CSUN. How she's grown in so many ways as a person, as a setter.
He said maybe most impressively as a student.
Yeah.
And misses wide. And so some unforced errors now starting to nip at CSUN's effort here tonight. It is 14 serving 8, and the very dangerous Marine Yosia back behind the line, but she's going to have to wait just a little bit as the Matadors take a timeout. Welcome back. HHSAA football semifinals continue this weekend tomorrow. It's Campbell versus Kahuku at 3:45 p.m. Then Mililani versus St. Louis on Spectrum XCast. And on Saturday, Iolani versus Moanalua on Spectrum OC16 at 6:45 p.m. Tune in to see who advances as you take a look at Jason Ross, the daddy of McKenna Ross, former University of Hawaii football and baseball player. And he is watching his daughter's squad put on a pretty dominant show here. C-Mac, as even Robin Amo all smiles after another defensive stoppage at the net for Hawaii.
Yeah, she's really proud of how her blockers have become so disciplined.
3-0 run here for the Bows. Wagner comes flying in and zooms one past the diving McKenna Ross. So we talked about the crowd expected tomorrow, and I think things are going to be complicated just a little bit more because of the fact that the Rainbow Wahine basketball team is hosting a 4-team tournament, which will be played tomorrow and Sunday, as Helvig goes off the block. Helvig a second time dug up to the net. Igidi couldn't put it down. Little lengthy sequence here. Wagner diving one-hand save. Okino to the net. The joust at the net, and Hawaii has it on its side. Helvig down the line and in. A little funkadelicatory there on the part of the Rainbow Wahine.
How about that no approach, step close, hammer down the line by Helvig. One arm save by Okino to keep the rally alive. And Helvig just one step close right there and down the line. Yet another kill.
So once again,
fifth of the night with no errors.
So once again, the Rainbow Wahine hosting the Heineken Rainbow Wahine Showdown. They are scheduled to play tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. against Texas San Antonio. Prior to that, at noon, it'll be Utah taking on Texas Southern. So first off, again, get down here early. There are some options as far as where to enter. You can park in some lots on the upper campus if need be. They're expecting a close to capacity crowd here for Hawaii's regular season finale against Long Beach State. The other thing is Rich Sheriff's crew, man. They got a weekend in front of them as Rossi lays the smackdown again.
McKenna Ross becoming such a force on the outside. You know, she came to Hawaii as a defensive specialist. She's turned into a terrific outside hitter. 9 kills tonight, hitting .615.
One-hand back set there by Makikau Whitaker, and a diving layout save by Helvig to keep it going on Hawaii's side. Now it's Van Sickle from the back row. Dug up there by Bradford. The dump shot by Makikau Whitaker sniffed out by Williams. From the back row, the swing by Navarez. Right there's Van Sickle. So you'll see a bump set to Ross. The dink shot rattled around. It will be returned. Free chance here for Hawaii. Hana Wahine. Yosia Williams sends it long. And Robin Amo didn't like the out call. She grabs the challenge card.
She's asking for a touch, not the in-out ball, but asking for a touch.
Which is always the difficult one, right? By the way, tickets issued tonight, we got the numbers 5,721 through the turnstile, 4,343. They are expecting
double that tomorrow.
Yeah. So just a reminder.
It's going to be a party in the Stan Sheriff Center.
Again, the challenge is a touch on the back row player. That's Bradford back there, the libero. Did she get a piece there? Hard to tell. I can absolutely be positive that the line judge did get a piece.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like from that angle.
No touch.
You can see a little space between the ball and the waving hand of Michaela Bradford.
That's a pretty easy call, I think. It's pretty obvious. The call will stand, I believe.
And so the call will stand.
Substitution number 6, Caroline Page. Number 24, Sylvia Wagner. And for Hawaii,
so point goes to CSUN. It will be Caroline Page here to serve. Hawaii trying to finish things off here against CSUN, but they got a ways to go. Up 17-11 here in the third, up 2-0. You'll see it. Goes backside Helvig. No blockers up. Mahalo nui loa. A free practice swing there for Hannah Helvig.
And the block actually did get up, but it was very late. Helvig just drills it. And now she may be done for the night. Let's see. She's going to the bench, and in comes Kirsten Sibley again.
Helvig, 7th in the Big West Conference in kills. Has led the Wahine in 13 of the last 17 matches. 20 double-figure kill matches this year. Does not have one tonight, though, but she'll take it if Hawaii can finish off with the sweep. Ross, little joust at the net, couldn't put it down. Good save there by Van Sickle. Choi goes middle. Williams, the big lash at it. It's dug up by Navarez on the back line. McLeod blocked and roofed.
Oh, what great hustle by Sky Williams to get to the outside. Wow, good shuffle steps to the outside. Good footwork. Look at her intensity at the net.
Largest lead of this set for Hawaii. CSUN out of system. Navarez gets the kill for Hawaii. Or for CSUN, I should say. Hawaii's Robin Amo was kind of watching the placement of the feet there by Navarez on that back row swing. And it'll be 12 serving 19. Outside, it's Sibley. Good dig there by Bradford. Now Navarez off the high hands, kept alive by Choi. So Okino goes back blind, bump set to Sibley down the line. It's dug up by Page. Here's Navarez again, didn't get all of it. And we're going to have an interference call against Salone of CSUN as Choi was trying to apply the one-handed set. The official saying that Salone interfered.
And the ball was completely on Hawaii's side of the net, and that's why the call.
Hawaii by 8, timeout Matadors. Welcome back. It's a big one coming up on Saturday. The Hawaii football team taking on San Diego State. You can catch it live 5:15 p.m. on Spectrum Sports pay-per-view. That's if you can't get down to the stadium. Tune in to channel 255 or 1255 to order now. If you can, though, I think it would be worth your while. It is an opportunity for Hawaii to punch a ticket to the conference championship game, to win a division crown. Big weekend here for UH Sports as Van Sickle puts it down. You have a chance for the Rainbow Wahine volleyball team to win a conference title. You have a chance for the UH football team to win a division title. You got the Rainbow Wahine playing a couple of games. You got the Rainbow Warrior basketball team playing New Orleans on Sunday at 5 o'clock in a double dip with the Wahine. As Navarez pulls the string there.
Let's think of this shot by this play by Rico Aquino. She's doing this time and again. Pops the ball up. I remember before she used to bump that ball over the net. Now she's doing a great job of keeping the ball on her own side of the net, allowing Hawaii to run a play, keep it, stay in system, get a kill, earn a point.
There might not be a more improved player from where she was when she first stepped on this campus to what she has developed into as a libero than Rico Aquino.
I would agree. She's made tremendous strides.
Navarez jumped a little early there. There is Aquino on the save. Van Sickle dug up by Bradford. High ball outside Navarez. Again jumping early. The touch shot sniffed out by Sibley and then half-heartedly sent across there by Van Sickle. Navarez, a third swing at it. Right there is Aquino. Back row, it's Ross, the dink. Didn't touch the floor. Igidi had her arms raised, but we play on. Choi gets it to Igidi, and now she can raise them triumphantly as Hawaii earns a long, hard-fought point.
I think you might have seen a challenge by Robin Amo on that pancake dig. Had Amber not scored there.
Amber just a shade premature there on that celebration, but it would work out. Navarez with the swing off the block and out. That was a great improv play. Navarez was ready to launch there after what looked like was possibly going to end up being an ace on the Hawaii side.
Yeah, good scramble by CSUN that time, and Navarez put a lot of heat on that one.
She's got 11 kills. Choi, backside, here's Sibley. 2 blockers up, but they hadn't exactly formed an alliance. And it is not going to be returned by CSUN. So point Hawaii, and they rise here at the Stan Sheriff Center. Aloha ball for the set, aloha ball for the match. And Hawaii can stake claim to at least a share of the Big West Conference crown with one more put down. Here it comes from Noreen Sia. Right side, Navarez blocked and rolled. And a fitting conclusion in a match where Hawaii dominates at the net. Their 10th total team block puts an exclamation point on a sweep victory in their penultimate Big West regular season match. Hawaii takes it a kahi'elua aloha. And for the first time since 2016,